Sup, guys, this is Baseball for FPC, and I know I haven't uploaded a video in a couple weeks now, but it's been finals at my university, so I've had a lot of work, and of course finals at the end of all that work, so I haven't had the chance to record and upload a video in these past couple weeks, so I'm sorry for that. However, now that I'm on break, what better way to start back into my uploading trend than to kick off with an Interstellar Marines video, and I'm very excited to bring you guys this video because there are a lot of new stuff that there's a lot of new stuff that's been added, a lot of stuff that's been changed since the last video that I did. And so I'm just really happy for you guys to see this. It is a great time for you guys to pick up this game if you haven't. The Steam Winter Sale is going on, so the game is on sale right now. You can go pick it up for like 10 bucks. Just go out and pick it up. A great game, and it can only get better. So this video will be covering content updates 7 and 8. Update 7 was released on December 6th, and so that was released sort of during that couple week period where I wasn't uploading anything because of finals. And so I'll be rolling 7 and 8 into one giant video, so I really hope you guys enjoy this. So as I mentioned, Update 7 released on December 6th, and this had a lot to do with the HUD, with the GUI, and so one of the huge things actually was the addition of a jump feature. And so I was really excited to see this. You can actually get to different areas in the map that you weren't able to get to before. I shouldn't say areas. I should say you can like jump over railings, you can get on boxes and stuff like that. So you're not as stuck on the flat ground as you were before. So spacebar is to jump. You can hold spacebar to jump even higher. And so yeah, I was really happy to see that. There's one game mode that was added in Update 8. I'll just briefly mention it, but it requires you to use the jump, so I won't get into too much of that just yet. But anyways, yeah, they added something that sort of forced you into jumping, so really nice to see them do something with that. But again, it also helps you get across the map. It allows you to sort of cut corners on where you're going, and so I really like that. I was really happy for them to see that. Now I'm just waiting on a crouch feature. Once they've got the crouch feature in, then I'll be even more happier than I already am. So one of the things that was added is if you take a certain amount of damage so that you're close to death, basically all of your HUD will turn off. So you see all that like blue, you see all the effects on the HUD right now where it says +1 dominating. You can see the blue on my teammate, you can see the blue for the domination. All of that will be turned off, and so it'll take a couple seconds sort of as you recover your health for the system to kick back online. And so that adds an interesting element to the game because you can't tell who's friend or foe. And so if you're running around and you get hit so you're close to death, you're kind of on edge because a guy could run around the corner and you're not sure if he's friend or foe, so you start shooting at him. And I've had that happened to me a couple times where a guy shot me because his HUD was disabled, and I have done that to other people where I wasn't able to tell if they're friend or foe, so I kind of light them up as soon as they cross the corner, and I'm like, oh crap, that was a teammate. So cool to see that. Also, as you just saw a second ago, when you raise up your helmet, then all of the HUD gets disabled as well as the sound is not as muffled. Sort of when you've got the helmet down, it seems like the sound gets a bit muffled, like you would expect when you're wearing a helmet. And so when you raise that visor up, you can hear things a little more clearer. However, you have the downside that you don't have you don't have the scoreboard, you don't have any of this stuff that is attributed with your helmet. A couple new things were added to the sandbox map, which I showed in a video or two ago. That was where you can run around, you can check out sort of the effects, the sounds, all that good stuff. And so new materials were added there, water, snow. There's also some new marines in there. All of the movement, it says that all the movement sounds were updated, so I'm guessing that that's obviously a good thing. They've also been messing around with first person and third person stuff, just like weapon effects, sounds, stuff like that. So I'm not sure if they're trying to implement you to be able to play in third person or not, but it looks like they're messing around with stuff like that. Maybe it's for spectating, I don't know yet. The team domination mode, which I showcased, which I'm actually showcasing right now. You start out with 750 tickets. I don't remember what the original amount was. It might have been 500. I'm not sure, but anyways, I believe it's bumped up, so it really makes full use of that 20 minutes that you start out with. What other things for update number 7? They changed the scope on the SMG that you can see. They sort of updated it. It is now the Red Dot Scope Mark II, so it looks a lot more flashy, it looks a lot cooler. They've added a breath system as well. I'm not sure if I'm dipping into update 8 on this, but the more you sprint, the harder your breathing gets, and the more you can actually see your breath in the air. So, I'm not sure if you can infinitely sprint, or if it's just, yeah, I'm not sure if you can sprint forever and your breath just gets harder and harder as the more you go, or if it actually physically stops you from sprinting after you've done a certain amount of time. I'm not sure. So, that was basically it for Update 7. I don't want to keep on rambling on Update 7 when I really want to get to Update 8. But as always, I'll put the changelogs to both Update 7 and Update 8 in the description below so you can check those out. One quick thing I should mention, this map is mainline winter, so it has a whole bunch of Christmas stuff on the map. You can see the candy canes, the presents, everything is all decked out in Christmas flavor, and so it's really cool to play around with it. Also, the announcer is mentioning stuff about Christmas, about New Year, so a really cool feature. This was added in Update 8, and so it kind of goes into one of the new game modes that they added, which I'll be talking about in a second here. But yeah, it was really cool to see this map. It's just a fun map. I believe I've played on this map before and recorded it for you. It might have been. They basically now have 3 variants of it. There's mainline, which is obviously not in winter. Then they have a second mainline, which has snow, and then I guess they have mainline winter. This third one, which has the snow and the Christmas theme. So yeah. Now on to update number 8. One of the big things, and what really made me come back to this, I was going to come back to it anyway, but it made me stick around and play for several more hours, is the fact that they added ranks. And so you can now level up, and that goes hand in hand with the achievements that they added. So basically, you've got training points, and then you've got, I guess it's training ranks, TP and TR for short. Yeah, training ranks. So for every kill you get 15 points, and roughly every 100 points you rank up a level. And now this changes depending on how high you go up in the levels. So for the first 1 through 20 levels, it takes 100 points to rank up. And that 15 points for every kill, you rank up after 100 points. Once you get to level 20, then it takes 200 points to level up. And I'm guessing once you hit level 30, it'll be 300, level 40, it'll be 400. And so it gets progressively harder the higher and higher you go. You can also see your status at the bottom middle of the screen, so you can see I've got 1,125 training points, and the next rank is at 1,200. So you can kind of do the math there. It's a good way of keeping track of where you are in the scheme of things. You don't unlock new things at the different ranks, but it is a cool way of just rewarding you for playtime, rewarding you for getting those kills. One thing that it does bring into question is the fact that more people will be trying to get kills to level up rather than going for the objectives, and so that can be a problem when you're playing an objective game mode, sort of like domination, which I'm doing right now. When you've got more players, a lot of times players will go for the kills rather than for the objective, and that has been that has happened throughout the course of gaming, where people always want to go for the levels rather than the objectives. That happens a lot in Battlefield. Just to throw one other game in here. But yeah, I haven't seen that happen too much, but as more and more people buy the game, that is always something that'll be tossed into the mix. So something to think about. Always go for the objective if you're playing an objective game mode. If you're playing Team Deathmatch, by all means get those kills, but don't sit around and camp and wait for those kills if you're playing an objective game mode. Yeah, so that was the one thing that I wanted to talk about for that. Obviously, you can see this map, the new map, or rather, not the new map, but the rather updated map that was thrown in for the Christmas season. I love this map, by the way. Also, you hear when your suit gets disabled. I don't know if that's happened to me yet, but when your suit gets disabled, you can hear a little voice that says "suit system disabled" or something like that. I don't remember the exact words, but listen for it if you're watching this video, and then you can hear it prompt you when the suit gets re-enabled. You have jump and land sounds. That was one thing that I guess they didn't add that during the last patch, but jump and land sounds, just feeling more immersive, I guess. The new game mode. Let me talk briefly about the new game mode. I want to talk a whole lot about it because I want to get a video out for you guys to actually showcase it. The new game mode is a play off of the Terminator movies. So basically there's a present that gets spawned randomly on this map. The first person who runs across the present and gets it becomes the T-IM-101. And he basically gets a souped up gun that'll kill you in 2 shots, and he basically goes and rolls around the map as a force to be reckoned with. And it is up to everybody else to then go and kill him. And once he's been killed, then a present will spawn again, and somebody else can go and get that. And they'll become the T-IM-101. And so it's kind of like this cycle. The guy who is the T-IM-101 can basically go on a killing spree, and so it's really fun. It's really fun to be him, and it's up to everybody else to sort of kill him. However, most of the time that doesn't work out. Most of the time, everybody's just too busy killing themselves, and so I would have liked to have seen it implemented a little bit differently. But I'll talk about that on the video itself rather than on this one. So, yeah, there's a couple additions that were added for that game mode, and so it's a really fun game mode. I just have a couple bugs with it. Anyways, on the profile page, which is where you can get to your Spearhead folder, they've added sort of like the ranking system there. You can see your progress, as well as seeing it on the bottom middle of the screen. There's nothing really I want to talk about left. This has been a very, very rambled video, sort of disjointed. I apologize for that. I guess I'm just not thinking straight. Anyways, rather than hearing me talk throughout the rest of this video, I'm just going to sort of wind it down. You can check out the changelogs in the description below. I'll link those, and so it's probably a lot easier for you guys to read them rather than it is for me to talk about them, seeing as I'm not doing a very good job of talking right now. Anyways, this was the first match. I attached 2 matches back to back because I was planning on talking about a lot more stuff on this video, but I don't want to bore you guys because I'm really talking very weirdly, which is a weird thing to say. But anyways, that was a rather slow match because there were only 3 of us. However, this match, there's going to be about 16 players, and so it's a lot more hectic, it's a lot more intense, and I did a lot poorly on this match. I ended up being the top person on our team, but compared to the other team, we got destroyed, so not much of an accomplishment to be on top of, to be the top player on your own team when that coincides to like the 5th player on the other team. So, it just goes to show how important it is to be on a good team, otherwise you'll get destroyed. So yeah, with that being said, I guess the second match is a lot shorter than the first one is because we got owned pretty badly, so the match ended really quickly. But I'll let you guys finish out the rest of this match. Feel free to check out the changelogs, go out and buy this game if you haven't, and yeah, I'll be getting a video up with the new game mode because it is hilarious. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you didn't enjoy me rambling so much. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys, and until next time, later.
personnel has Christmas Day off.
Initiating next domination zone.
All complaints should go through your superior officer. Departure from Earth before Christmas at 08:8.
Initiating next domination zone. Your team is losing.
Day off.
Initiating next domination zone. Team is losing.
Attention drill instructors. All training reports should be delivered to administration before New Year's Eve. Please remember to check in for administering shift duration for your Christmas bonus.
Your team